Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I am really very happy that some certain things happen for a reason, and this particular video is one of the reasons why I am really very happy. It is a very sad one for people that look like me because we all know what we go through in the hands of some certain people. But the fact that somebody can ruin her entire career, her life, everything about her just in 30 seconds is just something that baffles me. But I love it sometimes. Some certain things happen for a reason because this is supposed to be a nurse, right? She is in nursing school from Indiana, right? And she actually came out to say this. Black people can be black, but they are not contrary. And went further to say that your ancestors picked but they did not plant. It's really horrifying how these people wake up and think about all this to come out on the internet to say it. I love it for her, right? Because this is eventually going to catch up with her. A lot of people are launching complaint, calling the school, asking for feedback. Why would somebody come out to say something like this? Not just somebody coming out to say a nursing student, and then you all already know what is going on when it comes. Medical appetite is real, and black people keep telling you people they actually think we are making all this up, but you all can say it. But I am happy because eventually, if she becomes a nurse, you don't even know what is going to happen under her own watch. Let's get into this.
So Beyonce released Cowboy Carter, her country album, and it's doing very well, but some people have a problem with it. It's okay if it's not your cup of tea, like maybe you don't even like country music. What's not okay is if you think the problem is that black people don't belong in country music.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. They wasn't making money. They was getting sold for money. You ain't country.
She said that with her whole chest, posted it on Beyonce's internet, and thought everything was going to be okay. We're going to get back to her, but let's get this out of the way. Country music would not exist without black people. If you knew anything about the genre that you claim to care so much about, you would know that hillbilly music, which is what became country music, was directly inspired by the spirituals and field songs of black slaves that they have been creating and singing for hundreds of years. But I'll go one even better. The banjo is a black instrument. The modern-day banjo is a descendant of the West African instrument made from gourds called the akonting. When enslaved persons were taken from Africa to America, their instruments came with them. For 400 years, enslaved people created their own music, hymns, spirituals, and field songs, all with roots in African music. Accordingly, in the 1840s, the banjo was seen exclusively as a black instrument. It was unheard of for a white person to play the banjo. No black people, no country music. But apparently, Ozza Banton, the Indiana State University student who made that video, didn't get the memo. And I've had a bunch of other students from that school reach out to me because she posted this right after that album was released. And literally 2 weeks went by, and Indiana State University didn't seem to have shit to say about it. Now, the other day, they did finally kind of say something about it. They put a statement buried at the bottom of the student newsletter that basically said, we're aware of a video, we're monitoring it, does not align with our personal views. Guess what? The students who have been reaching out to me, that's not enough for them. That's why you had protests on campus yesterday. And I think you can expect a lot more until you take some sort of real action and make a real statement and draw a line in the sand that says if you're going to think and act this way, you can find another school to attend.
Okay, they wasn't planning.
Now, I want y'all to go watch that whole video. And to Mr. Tizzy, I think that's your name, I would like to first, from the black community, say thank you for gathering up your own people. because what she said was disrespectful and also incorrect. However, I will say, from an individual that has been in Indiana since 2013, this is one of the most disrespectful, incest infested, KKK racist states I've ever lived in. I'm sure there's others, but Indiana is definitely one of them. And I'm sure that the only reason why this particular school that you are referring to will even take action is because you are a large creator that has made waves on this app and has brought this particular behavior that is not uncommon. Because if she can get on an app with her whole chest and whole face and say that should let everybody know that this is not the first time that she has said some disrespectful things. And it's always somebody that does not have a top lip, that has a whole bunch to say and always is bumping their gums. However, it confuzzles me that Indiana continues to allow this type of behavior. It does, because it's a whole bunch of black people in this state. It's a whole bunch of black people that's on the move and on the rise in this state. But that type of behavior, that type of disrespect is not uncommon. And I'm sure even if she was to be removed, quote unquote, as the school might tell you, she will still be lucrative, just like that young man, Kyle Rittenhouse, who didn't do anything to deserve what he gets. And he's traveling the world telling people about guns, and he couldn't even pass a army test. He has been permanently banned from even entering into the service. But I digress on that. This state, Indiana, is a racist, Trump-infested piece of shit. They disrespect brown and black people all day. Please don't come over here being a refugee. Please don't come over here, come to Indiana and not be able to fluently speak English. They're going to disrespect you. Working at the housing authority, every time I saw a non-American or non-citizen that spoke fluent Spanish, did not speak English, they were disrespected. They were treated like they were dirty and less than deserving. I myself was removed from positions because I intimidated white women, even though I didn't want their positions. Even in the position that I have now, I digress on where I work, but just know it's with the state. They try to intimidate us out. So this is a racist state, and so many things about the state of Indiana that goes under the radar needs to be brought to the forefront. That young lady, trust and believe. Trust and believe she's going to give y'all some white women tears. She didn't mean it how she said it. All types of, she's such a good girl. She didn't mean it. Her parents are going to do everything in this world to make it seem like she isn't exactly what we saw. So I want y'all to go watch the full video. Give Mr. Tizzy his props for what he said and all the information that he provided, because it was factual. It was factual. But I also want to hold my black people accountable for always welcoming people to the cookout. And then when they change your seasoning to your recipe, you get upset. Stop being so friendly to certain people that don't even like you. They just want to get close to you to understand certain things so they can replace you and dismiss you. Country music is ours, but we allow everybody in. But it came from us. Y'all be blessed and y'all be beautiful.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. They wasn't making money. They was getting sold for money.
It is 2024 and people still act like they don't know what a digital footprint is. They still act like they don't know that what they put on the internet, it's not going nowhere. It's going to be here forever. People be on here saying the most craziest things, acting like, it's not going to come back to haunt them. Whether it was 10 years ago or something current, this stuff is going to be brought up again. It's really crazy how some of these racists are really losing their mind, all because Beyonce made some country music. If you continue to watch the full video, this is a student. I believe they said she's at Indiana State University and she's a nursing major. You're going to lose all of that. Once this gets the attention that it needs to get and people really start spreading this and it gets back to the university, they're going to have no choice but to handle it in some way. You're going to get kicked out of school. You know, imagine you becoming a nurse. You know, somebody that's supposed to treat people of all colors, all races, all ethnicities and stuff like that. But you have that type of hatred towards black folks. That's crazy. Not only is the internet exposing the racists, but it's also showing just how stupid they are. Because even if this is how you felt towards black people, why in the hell would you come on the internet and say this? That don't make no damn sense.
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country.
In the immortal words of the Virgin Mary, come again. Okay. Shall we begin? Country is a derivative of the blues. The origins of country music is white blues music. And the blues was started by black people. I'm pretty sure Charlie Pride is rolling over in his grave with that bullshit. I mean, there is a whole host of black country music stars on this social media application. I forgot what his name is, but I love the song. I said, oh, no, and the bell. I'm gonna let you run from this one. I fucking love that song. I'm sorry. Hello, Pasty Patty. You don't look very country your goddamn self. If we're just going off of looks. Ray Charles made a country album. I already mentioned Charlie Pride. Darius Rucker? He was a Hootie and the Blowfish. He's a big ass country star. Where do you get this fucking shit, man? Where do you get it? Who? Listen. This is going to be hard for some of y'all to hear. Okay? Some of you racists have become very comfortable in enclaves. Allow me to be the enclave breaker. If you can do it, it is open to the public, and anyone can join, then so can we. You know, there's no blacks in heavy metal. The fuck there isn't. You know, there's no blacks in rock. Shh. The same way y'all feel about Eminem is the same way we feel about everything else. I'm not a member of the Beehive. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. But you know what? Beyonce can take her ass into a recording booth and sing whatever the fuck she wants. And the beauty part about that is, you really can't stop her. She has more talent in the toenails that she clips off of her toes than you have in your entire fucking life. And that's in the multiverse. Like, all the lives that you have in the multiverse ain't got half the talent she does. If you're black, you're not country. What the fuck are you just... How old are you? 5? Did you just get here? Were you born in a coma and just woke the fuck up? What are you talking about? If you're black, you absolutely can be country and rock and roll and pop. I mean, for fuck's sake, John B is one of the nicest motherfucking R&B singers on earth, and that motherfucker is pasty white. You know how y'all drooled over Eminem? Oh my God, a white rapper. We feel that same way about everything else. I'm sorry. There is no such thing as whites only no more. There isn't. I know you want it to be. You know, hockey's a white man's sport. Not anymore. I mean, you would be outnumbered in rugby. Rugby's a what? Oh. Is that the New Zealand team? Fuck. Oh, and they're doing the haka. And that includes the presidency. Did you think we were just going to sit back and notice that these things are open to us and not do them? No, what y'all don't like the fact is that we do them better. Even Johnny Cash said that. Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Outlaw Country. Do you think they would just restrict the shit to white people? Are you out of your fucking mind? If you can sing and sing your motherfucking ass off, guess what? Outlaw Country's right on top of it. Bring that motherfucker in here. See, what y'all want is the Jason Aldeans of the world. I'm sorry, Jason Aldean doesn't have the talent that a lot of black country stars have. You know what? I'll put Jason Aldean. You can put up Jason Aldean with that try that in the small town. I'll put up Darius Rucker. That's an unfair matchup, isn't it? Because Darius would sing his bitch ass out of the motherfucking arena. Just face it, Pasty Patty. It's okay. It's okay. We get it. You want something exclusively for your own. You have them already. Whites only enclaves. I mean, housing and shit like that. And this is the other thing. Y'all will look at small, little fucking trinkets. We're looking at the entirety of the board. So yes, Beyonce made a country album. And yes, Beyonce is an R&B singer. She's a singer first. She can sing whatever fucking genre she wants. The problem is y'all don't like it that Beyonce comes in with more talent than you have. And again, there is a host of black country singers on TikTok right now that are singing their motherfucking asses off. But y'all want fake ass fucking country, the manufactured country, we like the boots of the police country. Y'all want that fucking manufactured shit. Brand new goddamn Ford Super King Cab F-150 and brand new boots. Y'all don't want real country. Y'all don't want real country music. Because real country music has its roots in the people. And guess what? The same things they sing, the hardships and pain and joy that was in real outlaw country music, you can find in blues, R&B, hip hop, real hip hop, I might add. Y'all just mad that these people can come in and do something you thought was exclusively yours better than the people you think belong to that exclusive club. You sound just like John Snyder with that dogs pissing on trees shit. Hey, John, the beef is forever. You and Juliana Margulies have a beef with me for fucking ever. So let me explain something to you. Beyonce could piss on your fucking head and would do it 10 times better than all the talent you've ever had in your entire goddamn career. But I digress. Don't be mad. Improve. Isn't that what y'all wanted? A melting pot? Everybody just bringing what they got and putting it into the melting pot? Isn't that what y'all wanted? Well, guess what? Black country exists. And it's been here longer than your pasty motherfucking Elmer's glue looking ass has been alive. Longer. Go look up the roots of country music. You will find the blues is there. So, get used to it. I suggest you fucking get used to it.
So, standard disclaimer, this video will be over a minute. If you do not have the attention span or the time to watch a video that's more than a minute long, my page is not the page for you. Please keep scrolling. So this video is a follow-up to a video I did yesterday that I'm tagging over here concerning this Indiana State University student who has been identified as Asa Blanton. Now, in that video, Asa says that if you're black, you're not country, and that basically your great-great-grandparents were picking and not planting.
But if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great-granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting.
And students who showed up to protest yesterday on campus are getting very few answers from the university. And you can pause and read this statement from Indiana State University, where they acknowledge that they are aware and monitoring the situation that happened over a week ago. But nowhere in this statement does it talk about any disciplinary or other actions against the student involved. So these students need our assistance. Do I need to blow this up, or do you understand the assignment? And if you're a student at Indiana State University and you would like to talk about this issue, hit me up in the DMs or the comment section. Let's get it.
So this is all I got from this, and some people are really very wild, you know. Some people do not understand the power of social media, but I love the fact that some people can just misbehave and can't bring whatever they have in mind against another race and bring it on social media, and it blows up. I love to see something like this, you know. When they say that 2024 is, a whole lot of things are coming to light. I love the fact that they said it, and it's actually happening. This is actually someone in nursing school, you know. It's amazing how people, with just for a minute, how many minutes, this video is probably not up to a minute, right? Just few seconds of a video she made will ruin her entire career, will ruin her entire life. Some people really do not understand the power of social media. Some people do not understand that there are some things you put up on the internet that never goes away. It remains there and it haunts you for the rest of your life. This particular video is actually about to be one of it. Because I love the fact that she actually came out to do this. Because eventually she becomes a nurse, and she's definitely going to be treating black people. That's why when black people screams about medical appetite going on in health care and all that, especially against people that look like me and other people of color, some people think we are misyanning or we are not being serious. But this is actually a proof, and some other videos that already I have brought here is also a proof. I mean, it's really time we stop giving attention. I don't really attention. This particular one really deserves great attention, because if we do not give it attention, a lot of lives might be in danger as time goes on, and that is not what we're praying for, and that is not what we're hoping for, right? So I really hope, because a lot of people are already calling for action. I see a lot of black people tagging, calling the school also, and at the same time trying to get an answer from the school. So it's amazing how the school actually came out to say that, yeah, they already sent the video and they are kind of trying to see how it goes. You know, what exactly are you trying to see how it goes? Like how what goes? That you can say the video she made, you heard her, you know? And I didn't know, sometimes I sit down, I am like, how do they sit down and think of all these horrible things? Because I already cannot imagine. I do not wake up to start thinking about them. That is just how horrible some people's life, you know. I cannot imagine waking up and that I am supposed to probably do my work or go to school and do what, you know, the things I am supposed to do. All I am thinking about is just like about it, you know, people that I know that they are not even providing anything for me. They are not doing anything for me. So you can imagine just a minute or 30 minutes, seconds of your hatred or the rubbish opinion you gave or you said is actually going to make your life very miserable. You can imagine living in penury for the rest of your life over something you know you could control. But I am glad that it's not something she couldn't control it, because if she had controlled it and became a nurse eventually, and then you start seeing some certain things happening to some certain people, you know, in the hospital, and you do not know what is happening, you do not know what is going on. How is that? There are some things that is happening and you cannot trace it. So I am happy that it happened. I mean, we heard her, and I hope I hope that she gets what she deserves. I hope the school reacts to it, and I hope she never ever set her foot in school again, and she will never become a nurse, because she is a danger to the community. And I am going to say this, and I hope Black people keep learning from some certain things. You know, we are too quick to bring people into our community. We are too very, very quick to invite people for cookout. We are so quick to support other people that do not even support us. But one thing I know for sure is that in the end, you also see the result of what we also gave them. Because at the beginning, you see them progressing and they are very happy and all with that. But as soon as they balance, you know, trust me, they already become very comfortable and you all are no longer important. Trust me, if you look around, if you go to where this girl is from, probably there might be so many Black people that she associates with, or Black, you know, she has Black friends, and she's going to tell you that her best friend is also a Black person, or she has a Black dog, or she has a Black nephew, or, you know, and nieces, and, you know, that kind of stories that are touch and all that. But man, I love it. I love to see things like this. And I really cannot wait for some certain things to be ruined in her life. See, I do not pray for people's downfall. And it is not me. I am not praying anything. But she already did what she did. I mean, she brought this upon herself. Nobody did, you know. So I hope she enjoyed the fruit of her labor. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.